Alright, so I'm back to do a 7-speed on a 6-speed, which there really isn't no crazy hard way of doing this. I'm just going to set it on 6th gear instead of the 7th gear when I go to set this, which isn't that hard. So whenever you go to do derailers and gear shifters, you always want to set it on the highest gear. The chain needs to be on the highest gear, which, believe it or not, is the smallest sprocket. So when you do that, I'm going to put the chain on the smallest sprocket in the back. And I will attempt to show you guys that. And then I will set this guy onto 6th gear just like that. One click. So 7th will never work. She'll only be able to click up to 6. It's that simple. That is all it is. And all I am doing, popping this guy on here. I'll come over to the grip closet and I will reset. Alright, so before I'm going to set this, I am going to set my grips. Because why not? This is going to make my life a lot easier instead of setting it and then resetting it and then my cables are stretched. We don't want that. That one's on all the way. And that one's on all the way. Alright, now I can set it. Just gonna look for right where I want it. Down. Believe it or not, if you over tighten this, you can break it. We're not trying to do that today. Because I do not have another one of these. I have 8 speeds after this, and an 8-speed just makes absolutely no sense to put on here. So I'll run it through Noodle. She's tapping somewhere, but where? Oh, right here. There we go. Pull it through. You run it right back through to where it belongs. That's all this really is following where it came out of and making sure everything is set right. It can look stupid easy, but you can have it wrong. Just because it looks simple doesn't mean it's that simple. Trust me, I've learned that one. So I am almost done, believe it or not. I can't remember if this is a 9 or a 10. I guess we will find out. It is a 9mm. So a lot of these are 1 or 2 sizes. Occasionally you run across an 8, but that's the older bikes. And from the looks of this derailleur has not been messed with. The adjustment screws are pretty on point. She is sitting right at 6. She clicks into 7th, but she doesn't go anywhere at 6, which is cool. That's what we want. So I'm going to do a nice beefy brake cable. I'm going to give you an idea on why you don't want fraying. And what I ran across on this bike, that is the fraying. That is what it's supposed to look like. And that is the hole it's supposed to go through, right? right through, right? So it can be tied down nice and easy. Well, that guy ain't going through it. This bike, the cables weren't through the hole. They were just kind of sitting on the side where they can just pop right off. And we don't want that. That's not ideal at all. It's not safe, especially for a kid, especially for your rear brakes. Your rear brakes are your main brakes. Front brakes, they are important, but at the same time, they're not as important as your rear brakes. Front brakes can cause harm if they're super tight and you slam on them and you go over the handlebars, but your rear brakes is where all your stopping power is at. And we do not want her to not have brakes, so we're going to do this just right. We're not in a hurry. Oh, and it's missing a little rubber center. I swear I had one of those. Yep, there we go. I knew I had an extra. You have to have these two. They're a must. They're there for a reason. And this one did not have that. Slip through. We'll cut everything down to size so there's not crazy cables sticking out. We'll adjust the brakes. We'll test everything. And then I'm going to call it a night because it's been a long day. So, I don't know if you haven't watched the first video. Yes, I do work 50 hours a week. I work at a dealership. And it is fun. Every day is different. I do the same thing, but it's different every day. And I really, really can't complain. But it wears on you. When you're a father of two, and you're doing this, and you're working 5 tens, I can't complain though. Like, who else gets to do this? Like, this is some little girl's bike that I am fixing up that she probably hasn't ridden all of last summer. And now I get to be the one that gets to fix it. Hey, before we clip any of these cables, we need it to work. I have not had this bike work. This thing came missing bolts and cables in the wrong places. And the adjustment is way off. So if I don't finish it now, I will show you on a different bike how to adjust the derailleur, but it's all about eyeballing it, really. Right now I'm just lining it up so it doesn't try and do what it's doing right now. So it shouldn't do it. Wants to hop a little bit. So right now it's doing 4 out of the 6 gears. So I will probably have to go through this. I don't want to waste your guys' time too much because that can get very time consuming. But what I will do is I will clip these cables. You guys got to see me fix the Bayside Beach Cruiser, which is kind of cool. You know, it's just a rim swap, making sure everything works right. Once again, tell me what you guys want to see, because I am actually curious. Like, to me, this is just wham, bam, done, on to the next one. And hey, the brakes work. Got that right. This derailleur, there could be something wrong with it. If I remembered right, it had some weird play in it. So we won't cut this cable yet because we might have to change things up. And if we have to change things up, cutting cables causes fraying, and we don't want that. We want to just make sure everything's good before we snip it, clip it, and call it a day. So, yeah, I mean, you guys a closer look at it. There's a 7-speed that we turn into a 6-speed with the brake built in. The brake works great. It's a clicker, my favorite. Down and up. But here's my issue, is this guy right here. I don't know if the little bit of play that's going on up in here, in this little spot, is causing my issues. But I adjusted my little nuts, which just helped that thing figure out if it needs to go this way, or whatnot. So I'm going to leave at this point. It's just this little guy. This is an easy thing to figure out. It's either the derailleur itself has some sort of bend or play in it that's not supposed to be there, or I just need to fiddle-faddle with it for a little bit, and then it'll work just right.